a signal that they would give them fucking the Mayans, right? And the people in South America. And fucking when the Iron Age ushered in, they didn't need that bronze anymore, right? So they fucking stopped coming for it, right? And the Ice Age happened. So a lot of stuff was lost, you know, because the fucking Spanish burnt Alexandria and started the Dark Ages, right? And we think it was all because all this stuff. It was all because of to make a Bible and enslave a population of a world with a God not with a God that doesn't exist, but they usurped a God, the one thing that the original religion that they got it from said not to do, and the guy that they made the religious icon of it told them not to do, and he was a fucking preacher, the other one. So you know it's all fucked up in the first place, the whole church part of it. Not that I'm rating religion or nothing. This is just the actual book history of it all, right? If you're an archaeologist, this is what you dig up from the bones. And fucking, so, fuck, I'm trying to get it, but I'm spazzing my brain. I know I'm overloading you. I'm sorry, I talk a lot of times.
No, keep going.
So the Spanish, right? When they went to Alexandria, well, it wasn't the Spanish that burned Alexandria, right? Remember how the Templars went to fucking the Holy Land on the First Inquisition, and they found something, right? And they're like, oh, they found the Holy Grail. Oh, blah 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 blah. They didn't find the fucking Holy Grail, dude. They just said they found the fucking Holy Grail. You know what I mean?
Well,
they made up a big.
Buried it in Oak Island.
They made up a big fucking fancy story about the Holy Grail for a bunch of people that couldn't read. You know, only preachers read. And fucking what they found there when they went back to the Holy Land is they found Alexandria with this big, huge library of knowledge, all rolled up in all these scrolls that they could read, because they had the Rosetta Stone at that time was right there sitting up as you walked in, and everybody spoke those languages, so everything in there was completely decipherable to them, right? And they realized that there's all this fucking ancient knowledge that disavows their Bible, and they're actually the heretics, and this is right in the middle of the fucking Spanish Inquisition for Jesus, right? And fucking, if any of this gets out, they know that, and this is the Templars, the Knights for God, so this is their God's truth, you know, this is the Grail, this is what they found. They found out that fucking all this trade went on for all this copper and all this gold in ancient times before that Jesus and that God existed and all of it, and that it's all fake, right? And fucking, that Jesus was a real man, and all, you know, all this was older than anything in their Bible, and if anything got out, that it would, you know, ruin it all for them, and they would lose their money cow, right? Because all those guys are rich fat motherfuckers, you know, because it's surf and board, you know what I mean? And fucking, so the stuff that they didn't want to get out, they burned. That's why they burned so many Mexican codexes, because the Mexicans didn't forget, you know, they weren't in a Bronze Age. The gold is the thing of their gods, and when the people started coming, because the Iron Age started, their gold dried up, right? And that's why their fucking world crashed to shit, because they lost their religious god, their gold, and only the white man was giving them their gold, because the North American Indians hate them motherfuckers, and that's why we found big gold nuggets up here, because anytime a Mexican or Aztec came here, the Seven Nations tribe, that's why they're called the Seven Nations tribe. They're sworn to kill the Mexicans unless they pay their dues, because they stopped paying them for the bronze, because the white people stopped buying it because it went to the Iron Age. Wow, fucking, when all of a sudden that gold's worth a bunch of money, right? And them Spanish, the pre-Spanish, which are the Templars, right? And they went on to fucking go populate Spain, you know, and start the Spanish Inquisition when fucking, what's their asses fucking, when France killed them off, right? They went to Spain and North Ireland. Well, in Spain, they still had them papers that said if they went to this beach in this fucking island, because they fucking liberated it, because they used to go trade the bronze for the gold, right? They know if the paperwork told them that this country, this fucking whole land over here that nobody knows about, has all this gold, and we know this because this paperwork says we fucking brought it to them and traded it to them for all this bronze to make all these fucking weapons for the whole Bronze Age. So they got all this motherfucking gold, and these dumb motherfuckers, all they do is throw it in the lake. Goddamn, we know where this gold is, right? And by this time, it's the Spanish Inquisition. And instead of being Knights Templars, they're conquistadors. They're still the same fucking Templars, only they call themselves Freemasons by this time, right? They're the same order. So they came here, and what they do, they fucking went. How many times has the king ever been standing out there unless somebody knocked on the door and said, hey man, I'm coming over, can I come in? And those fucking Aztecs never forgot that gold, you know, that when they saw that light flash out over that ocean, that their fucking, the thing to appease their god was coming to be delivered to that port, right? And that king at that time in history, the climate was changing so bad that nothing was going to change him. And they thought that gold they were no longer getting was what was ruining all that, right? Because they were no longer getting the gold from fucking the Western world, right? By those Roman and pre-Aegean ships that they're finding all over, and their anchors all over North America now. And fucking the Vikings were even onto it. You know, they have settlements up north. It's all hooked, you know what I mean? But the Bible doesn't allow for it. And the whole world's all about the Bible. I mean, I'm not cutting it down, but Jesus wouldn't approve a lot of it. He was throwing fucking money down these people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with what Jesus says before any of them says, you know what I mean? If you're a true religious person would, you know what I mean? A logical thinker would. So fucking that first conquistador sails his ship, he gives his little light thing, and who fucking shows, I mean, how many times, what are the chances if you're fucking navigating with a sextant from stars across the fucking sea and you don't know in a whole fucking latitude of a whole motherfucking planet where you're gonna land in the one, and you're gonna tell me you're gonna land within 10 miles, and not even fucking 10 miles, but literally fucking a quarter mile of where this motherfucker's standing, waving at you with his army full of gold, with fucking chests of it, like he's fucking ready to load your ship. Am I right?
You're right.
And it's called the King's Highway. Why is it the King's Highway? Because fucking
he thought he was getting paid.
Yeah. And he fucking came, hey buddy, how you doing? And he stabbed him on the chest. How much gold you got for me? Because he knew on that paperwork, all he had to do was say this, this, and this. What's